gonna be an adventure.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I mean, it's a lot of car. It's nice. It's an itty tiny hole in the wall.
Yeah, I told you it's hole in the wall. I got a Reuben and I got coleslaw.
Spicy barbecue.
Spicy barbecue and some
spicy fries.
So y'all are headed to Texas? Yeah, I bought a car in Dallas. So you think you're gonna get down there and back that quick? I don't know. How far is it Dallas? Like 400 miles.
It's a giant solar farm. I wonder if corn or solar is better money.
Here we are, in Texas. We're the first exit where there's a rest area. The other side, it's all lit up where it's backwards. So let's walk over there where the lit up part is the backside of Texas. This is for the flat earthers. We get to see what the bottom looks like. So here we have the lit up part, but that's the backside.
It looks like it's made of some kind of galvanized metal. So we made it to Texas. How many hours did it take us?
Yeah, a little under 10 hours.
Welcome to Texas. Boy, everything's bigger in Texas. I probably sound like a hillbilly bumpkin. This is the first time I've ever seen a Tesla charger. I know they exist. Okay, you're on. I didn't record him at all.
Very nice to meet you.
Finally we get to meet after all this time on the internet.
So because of the color, the brown and the tan on there, it reminded our little boys of Chewbacca from Star Wars. And so that's why we named him Chewie. So the previous owner, his name is Dirk. He's a man from Germany who has an enormous classic car collection. One of them was even a checker cab limo from way back in the day, and so that was a fantastic car to have. And a 77 Thunderbird, banana yellow with cream leather interior, gorgeous car. And then of course Chewie. So you could tell by the condition that it was very well babied by him. Kept it in the garage. It's very specific to say his wife was not allowed to touch it. And the car actually was originally destined to be a part of a television series called Ugly Babies, which were cars that were once someone's baby and then became ugly. So now this beautiful car is yours. It's taking a lot of trips from here to Greenville, Paris, Texas, specifically to go on ice cream runs.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's been a fun car. Fun car to have.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming up.
And your name that you go by?
Chato.
Chato. As an actor, you're Chato.
That's correct. Yeah, I am an actor on television and movie screens, and had a really good time introducing you to the character I played, Pablo Escobar, a couple of years ago, which was pretty fun. Thankfully, that's not who you're meeting today, right?
Pablo Escobar, not the guy that played Pablo Escobar. And I think that's really cool. You sent me the link to the trailer, and it was like, man, this guy's an actor. He's a genius. He plays this so well, and so I was really looking forward to meeting you. Besides just buying the car, I told her, I said, I'm really excited about this car, but I'm almost just as excited about meeting this guy. You know,
I've enjoyed watching your channel.
And of course, yeah, I was gonna say you're invited. Like Tuesday nights, Central Time, 7 o'clock. We do a interactive thing with.
Look at you making the plug for the channel.
Let's log in and talk about the show.
I'm saying.
Well, you'll be able to keep up to date on progress as we make things
and
that'd be great.
Even better.
So the cars that I found that were newer cars, they're electronic cars that are really, really hard to keep them up, you know. And I said, I really want something simple that's the way it used to be, that I'm comfortable with. And I said, I want a Fox body car, which is the Mustangs and these. Well, the Mustangs, just because they're Mustangs, they go for way too much money. So this was the choice, was one of these things. And so I found it.
No,
it's not good.
No.
Okay.
Did you hear a noise? I heard a noise.
Just squealing like crazy. Yeah, we gotta fix that.
Are you sure this is ready to drive on the road?
Oh, this is like a vice grip garage deal. It's worse than I expected. I put some spray oil somewhere.
Okay.
Can you grab that? Because I can't get the seatbelt so corroded I can't get it to latch.
All right.
I want my seatbelt on.
All right, you fill up the car. I'll see what I can do with the seatbelt. Okay, be on your best.
Okay, there's a couple things we got to do before we get rolling. This window's not going to cut it. It's like an oven in there. So I want to take this tape off and figure out how to put the window down there or something. Turn signals don't work. I might be doing the old-fashioned 1948, hand signals. If anybody even knows what that means now. Some old 70-year-old guy like me might know. And then one of the belts is really loose and squealing. And then the guy we bought it from tried to make it quit squealing by putting marble mystery oil on the belt. Probably made it worse, but we can tighten that belt up. Those two things need to be done before it gets driven any further.
Okay.
You know how old duct tape's like. This is a pick.
All right.
Pick.
What do you want to just come back and make our progress?
Have like 2 hours of picking on video?
Yeah. Well, then we have to take the door apart, right?
I'm just gonna slide it down there and put a piece of tape to keep it from rattling.
Okay.
We got good weather, and we
That's
get
true.
where we're going. If we stay in a hotel, which we probably will, pull it back up and tape it back. I got tape.
And you said it's trying to stall.
Well, when we went to before we got gas, it was stalling really bad. Right now, it didn't seem to do that.
All right. And there's a big ant farm right underneath the tool bag, so just don't sit in it or anything.
Okay. It's got to pry down.
Yeah, here, let me have the bar.
But the thing is the pivot bolt is really tight. I can't get it. I think it's a 5/8, and that's why I can't get it with this 9/16. But I'm not sure.
Oh no, that's.
No, it's coming through from the other side. Yeah, it's a bigger one. It's like 5/8.
Okay.
See if you can find me a 5/8 or maybe 11. Might be 11. I don't know. It's bigger than my 9/16 by a little.
Here's 3/4. See if this 3/4 socket will fit on there. It's gonna be 11/16.
Socket. Oh. Yeah, it's 11/16. I dumped all the wrenches in there, so it ought to be.
I also have a socket if you would prefer.
No, I do not have a socket. I must have possibly different.
Okay.
Okay, now I need the pry bar, which I don't know where I put it.
I have it.
Okay.
And
Oh
I
yeah,
think
I had
from
it.
where I'm at.
You gotta push down.
Jeez, why do they put it in such a crappy place?
Yeah, there's nothing really to pry on, is it? Oh, there you go. Okay, don't move. Don't just keep it like that. Keep some pressure on it.
Yeah, well, I'm getting there.
I'm trying to grab the wrench that I need. I'm trying to grab the wrench. I'm not quite tight, but I'm almost tight. I'm having a hard time with limited space and me not being able to bend like I used to. How's the belt feel?
Hell of a lot better than before.
The speedometer works.
That's good.
It seemed about right. Okay, is this thing, can I start it? Or may I start it, I should say?
Yeah, let me start the.
Okay, you know I want to start it. I want to
Check the alternator belt? Okay, go ahead. Hold on.
Okay.
I created a very bad vacuum leak.
I saw it. I saw you pull the thing and I heard it quit.
Yeah, that
I was yelling at you, you want me to turn it off, and then you turned it off.
I'm just trying to figure out what all's got here. The choke pull off is a piece of garbage. I don't know what the deal with it is, but I think we could probably just turn the choke off, right?
Yeah, you know how you start one of these, sorry, you just
pump it a couple times. Yeah, I think I need a Phillips screwdriver and we could just turn the choke off. It's hanging up. I'm skeptical of the vacuum-related routing on this thing.
Well, I see one vacuum line with a golf tee in it.
A golf tee, yeah.
And then the way I look at it is everything else just unplug it or plug it in, you know, plug it up. There's one that goes to the distributor. We'll keep that one. Oh, that one go. The distributor is ported vacuum. It's correct.
Is that the ported vacuum though? It's up pretty high in the
I know.
There's a ported vacuum slot right here. That looks like the ported vacuum slot.
Well, you know, originally these had a bunch of vacuum lines that turned on and off for a bunch of emissions related stuff, and obviously all that stuff's gone.
Yeah.
You know, all those vacuum lines are just not there. I would bet with the choke pulled off that this thing will run. Let's try it. Is the one over there that you think is ported, is it plugged up or is it open?
It's the one with the golf tee in it.
Okay. So we'll
it's the one with the golf tee as a vacuum plug. Yep, clear.
The idle is much higher. When I put it in gear, it lurches forward. Before I put it in gear, it just felt like it quit. It doesn't feel like it quits anymore, but it's hard to start. And I got to crank it quite a bit to start. So I'm thinking maybe the fuel in the bowl goes away down into the, I don't know where it goes. It kind of has that feel where I got to pump it a bunch. And a warmed up engine, have to pump it a bunch. I don't know, it seems right. But it idles much quicker now. Hey, look at that, electric, what's her name, Amazon. It just moves, it doesn't make any noise.
It
just
quiet.
Moves. I wish all the trucks were that quiet.
Yeah, quiet.
Not that I wish electric on all the trucks, but
No, but quiet is kind of nice.
We're out here trying to video and there's like, we found a quiet place and then like 20 trucks go by.
Yeah, it's not quiet.
Oh, it runs way better, but its idle is really fast now. It's noticeably fast. So when I put it in gear, it really lurches forward. So where is the idle? The adjuster screw that you know the one I mean. It's noticeably too high.
Okay.
Because when I put it in gear, the car just lurches forward, you know.
Okay.
And before, it wouldn't even idle. I mean, it wouldn't idle correctly. So whatever you did, probably just the choke, because that choke was just floating all over the place. Oh, it's so much better now. No more squealing.
Oh, that squeal was just off.
And the key switch turns.
Key switch turns.
Well, the key switch, every time I turned it, it felt like it was going to break.
It's not.
And I just shot some of that CRC power lube in there, mopped up the mess around it with the paper towel, and man, it turns so nicely. Everything's just drier than a popcorn fart, man. It's terrible.
Look, we're Vice Grip Garage Channel. Okay, you noticed anything about that relay solenoid for the starter? The way it's mounted? It's new.
Well, it doesn't look right. Let's see, how's it mounted? Got a bolt down there, bolt there.
Does it look like it maybe is protruding upwards out of the engine compartment a little more?
It does.
All right, now check the mating terminal. Look on the hood.
Where's that meet up about? Where?
That spot.
I don't see it.
It's there.
What's wrong with me? Okay, it's here. It's about here.
Looks like a cigarette burn.
That?
Yep.
Okay, let's fix that. That's why it doesn't start all the time. The power goes to the hood instead of the starter. But I think
See if it's any of these. It's not a 7/16. Here's a
3/8.
9/16. 3/8. What's the? I meant to do that. Give me that.
3/8. Do I have the battery cable puller? Or am I going to have to use a screwdriver like I told everybody not to do?
Use a screwdriver, darn it.
Okay.
Dude, what a hack.
Screwdriver.
What a hack.
Or that pry bar. Hand me the pry bar. I'll just open it up with that. Okay, because I was an idiot and packed up the tools and forgot to bring a hammer of all things. We have this. We have this. Here goes the noise again.
It's an all-in-one wrench.
So this screw hole's all mongered up. I'm going to try to flatten it out a little bit, make it better.
Okay, rerouted wires. Check, check, check. Go ahead. Rev the engine a little bit.
Yeah, it won't keep going. Now the idle's too low.
That makes sense. Sorry. Tell them, 20-minute drive, 15-minute drive, how was it?
It feels like an older car. The 72 Valiant was, I said, the worst handling car that I've ever driven. It's not anywhere near that bad. Steering's a little bit loose. We first drove it, it didn't run very well. It quit at stop signs. You did some adjustments to the carburetor. It drives perfectly now, except the steering feels a little loose, but it's not bad. Brake pedal's low. Don't have a lot of brake fluid, so we're gonna try to deal with that right.
All right. So, yeah, this is with the lid off. This is what it looks like. You see how crusty? It's real. It's got the crusties. I don't like it. It looks like maybe it might be leaking through the booster. But anyways, we're gonna put fresh fluid in and see if we can get it to be better, at least better. There's a tiny drip there. That's pretty, that's not too bad. That little drip. Anyways, this crazy man.
I turned it all the way that way. Do you think get at the bleed valve, or do you want me to get the jack out and start pulling wheels?
I don't know that this is the place to do this like this.
I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. I mean, it's not like the parking lot's full of people.
Okay.
We're at the Coupe eastbound rest stop in Texas, and I always like this rest stop because Texas built some new rest stops, and they are first class, the best rest stops they are. And they even put signs like this up. It's pretty good stuff. And then inside, it's even better.
Sure is fancy.
And then in here, they have the one in West Texas has airplanes in there. This one has this. All this stuff is prehistoric stuff and the reptiles. It's a pretty cool thing. Here, look at the spider. Golden silk orb weaver. And then.
Nice looking place for a rest stop.
Oh, it is great. And then I'll take the camera before they go in the bathroom. But I think these are all tornado shelters as well.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Roadside air compressors are the bane of your existence. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. This is our second station. There, you got it. That was down, it was only at 20 PSI. Would make you feel really squishy on the highway.
I know this.
33, it's going. That's an important thing to do, especially if you're gonna do a lot of travel. And it's gonna handle a little better. Hey, the restart is real good on her. Nice.
There were birds here a minute ago. We scared them away.
There's one.
Here you go. That's good eyes.
Sam Phillips Carl Perkins Memorial Rest Area. I have been very patient. You hold this. I'm going to show the people. This, right?
Yeah.
It goes
Over to there.
It goes to there.
How are we gonna fix that? We don't have enough fixings. Well, you know what? You know what? There's stuff we're not using here, or is there?
That one's getting used. Yeah. This one ain't getting used. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, everything runs so darn nice. I hate to change anything. Let's just put it back the way it is. It's running so well. I don't want to mess with it.
It'll run better, and you'll be like, oh, we should have done that. You know, I considered telling you to buy vacuum lines, but the thing of it was we had a lot of little things to do, and I didn't want to overwhelm us.
Because, I mean, it is running really
I know, but nice. It would just open up so nice.
Okay, well.
On the interstate, you would feel it. You'd save a couple miles to the gallon even.
Yeah, this thing is sort of a gas hog.
Yeah, it's
getting 18, which for a 6-cylinder.
Got the connector and everything now. Let's see.
Then you got something to plug the other one?
Yep. And then we're gonna have to test it before we go.
Yeah, obviously.
You just start the car. We need to make sure I didn't mess something up. Here you could visibly see the levers for the stuff.
Yeah, of course, now we have no idea what the timing is.
Don't worry, the timing was right. It just gives you a little more timing when you crack the throttle. Well, if it's bad, we will disconnect it. And we're close enough to home that I'm not as... Go ahead. Oh, yeah! So what we'll have to do is you'll have to go easy on it a little bit. If it tries to ping when you're going up a hill, then we'll take it back off of there.
We're coming up on Jackson, Tennessee. I want to get through there. Okay. That's always clogs up. I don't know why. And then we get past there, it's just roads. I mean, it's going pretty smooth. This is one of the smoothest trips I've done through Memphis. Memphis is usually a pain.
Yeah, that was easy.
There are a couple of a-holes.
I'm from Pittsburgh. Memphis was a breeze. We'll give it a cruise and see if that that makes it happy. Oh, I don't think they need to see me put the air filter on.
It's always what you say. B-roll, B-roll. Lots of B-roll.
B-roll, okay, yeah. Kim putting things back together after she broke them. Kim either...
Except you're putting that air cleaner on wrong. Well, then that's supposed to get a cold air inlet, and that piece is missing.
And then this is supposed to go somewhere, but I don't know where.
But you got vacuum advance moving.
Oh, yeah, it took off right away. I was like, yes! Because before it does nothing. Did I show you the puddle of epoxy underneath the...
I'm afraid to look.
You see that puddle? See all the black down there?
It's sort of dark in there, but okay, I'll believe you.
If you look, all the epoxy's melted out of your...
Ignition, wonderful.
Ignition box. That's okay.
Right now it's running.
It's a running good. It's not missing or nothing.
No, it runs great.
Yeah.
And it's got power. I mean, for every complaints about these don't have any power. But well, those are people that have giant engines, you know.
Or worn out ones.
I got to go up a steep hill. It's just no problem going up a steep hill, you know.
Wait till you have vacuum advanced now. Well, what do you think? We survived.
A couple of things here, and I'm struggling already.
Our new friend from Texas is named Chewy because of the color scheme. Chewy the Wookiee, Mercury.
It drove pretty nicely. It's got some looseness, like it feels like ball joints and things are not the worst, but I can tell it's not quite like my other ones used to be.
Well, just some minor adjustments to tighten things up.
Yeah, but basically it's fine. It just drove here like a normal car. It's pretty nice.
It was a good drive, and now we have a new member of the family. There'll be content about Chewy on the channel as we learn more and take care of some little things, but this is going to be our car now. Very cool. Very cool. Oh yeah, we need a spring.
As you go faster, it comes back, and sometimes it's crooked, and then you go faster, it straightens up. And then when you stop, it comes forward. 47 years old. You know, when I first got my driver's license, a 47-year-old car, there weren't any left. They were rotten, you know?
Yeah, pretty cool for a Texas car.
Yeah. There's no rust on it.
No, not a lick.
Not a spot.
Anything more you want to say to wrap up that video? It's going to be a video, you know, so thank people for watching, or tell them about all the great content there's going to be. Or...
Looks like it says Mercury. Because the R's got the little R missing. I don't know. Let's walk around the back.
There's my van.
There's a van here with all...
We were going to take my van, but we didn't. The Jeep was a really easy drive.
The Jeep was nice to drive.
Yeah, the Jeep makes it a quick, easy ride. Gas mileage is good.
How are you feeling?
And luckily, I'm a little sore. That was a lot of work, but we did it. I'm so relieved to be home that I can't even explain, you know?
Somebody tinted the back window very dark. I mean, even in the bright sunlight, you just about can't see out of that thing. So
I've never peeled tin. I don't know if we use a heat gun or some kind of chemical.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to read about it. I don't mind the tint, but it's overdone. It was cool enough. I wore a couple sweatshirts and no heat in it, so I was comfortable all the way. My hands were a little cold in the morning, but it warmed right up, you know.
Yeah, the seats are nice and cushy in it. Are they comfortable to ride in?
It's fine. Yeah, it's just like they used to be.
I don't think I even got to ride in that car yet. You know that.
Oh, we'll have to do that.
And the poor Valiant sits here neglected because we had to get a new car.
This is a replacement for a 2016 Mazda. Man. Oh.
So you think you made a good choice?
Yeah, I think so.
We're a little disappointed in the initial moment when we first looked at it, but we got everything sorted out and made the trip no problem.
When we first got it, it didn't handle good. It didn't feel good driving it. It'd stall every time you pull up to a stop sign. And we fixed that stuff right away. You know, putting air in the tires, all of a sudden it handled good. It was only, what, like a little under 20 pounds of pressure in this back tire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it really weird.
Well, and they're kind of old, sort of hard tires from sitting. It needed a little bit of exercise.
We put 35 PSI on all 4 tires, and it drove perfect after that. You adjusted the carburetor, and then it stopped quitting. You messed with the idle mixture screw, and then it didn't quit at stop signs anymore.
And it doesn't clunk hard into gear when you first put it in there.
This thing shifts like a new automatic transmission. It's perfect, just perfect. So, and the engine runs fine. And you made a couple other adjustments, vacuum advance. And what else? Oh, and that squealing noise from
the belt.
The belt on the alternator was like this loose.
Simple stuff, but if you don't know how to do maintenance, it's
you got to crawl underneath. You got to crawl underneath to do it. So I crawled underneath and can push the alternator down. I tighten it back up, and man, it's perfect after that. So yeah, good trip. We kind of took our time, but it was a good trip.
Well, yeah. Well, we only stayed over 2 nights. That's not so bad.
No, it's just we made kind of a vacation out of it. Stopped, ate Mexican food a couple of times.
Yeah, good food, nice people.
Yep.
Texas was nice. My first trip to Texas.
Your first trip to Arkansas.
And Arkansas.
Got to go to the bait shop.
And we went to the bait shop. That was great.
The bait shop I always talk about. Yeah.
All right.
Nice people there too. Okay, we're home.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
We'll see you next time.